Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D. We have the 1971 year set here. We have the penny, the nickel, the dime, the quarter, the half, and the Eisenhower dollar. These ones here are all from the San Francisco Mint, but we're going to talk about the ones from the San Francisco Mint and the Philadelphia and the Denver Mint. So let's get started. In 1971, they made 5.4 billion pennies, 1.9 billion at the Philadelphia Mint, and those range from MS65 of $22 to an MS67 plus of $4,500. At the Denver Mint, they made 2.9 billion, and they range from an MS65 of 22 to an MS67 of 275. The best ones are a Proof 69 Deep Cameo, and those go for about $4,100. At the San Francisco Mint, they made two different versions of the penny. They made the proof version here, and then they made a regular circulating version. Not sure why they made the circulating penny in 1971, but they did. They didn't make any other circulating San Francisco coins except for the Eisenhower dollar. It says, "In God We Trust" at the top, Liberty here. And you see, this is just a regular S in a regular finish versus the shiny proof finish from the proof coin. San Francisco, they made 528 million. They range from a mint state 65 of $18 to a mint state 67 plus of $1,700. For the nickels, they made 107 million at Philly, and those range from a $22 mint state 65 to a $5,500 mint state 67 plus with full steps. When they talk about full steps on the nickel, what you do is you turn it over into the back and you look right here and you see if there's 5 steps coming down and if they go all the way from side to side. Now, because this is a proof coin, this isn't one that you generally worry about full steps on, but even on this one, it's not so great there. So this wouldn't be a full steps proof coin, even though almost all of them are. But the regular coins are the ones that are highly valued with the full steps. At the Denver Mint, they made 316 million, and they range from a mint state 65 of 16 to a mint state 67 full steps of 525. Next up was the dime. They made 163 million at Philly, 378 million at Denver, and they range from 350 for a mint state 65 at Philly to 3,000 for mint state 68 at Denver. As far as the proof coins, they're worth about $115 if you get a Proof 69 Deep Cameo. Let's take a look at the back of these. When you look for these ones, what you want to look for is the two bands separate at the top, the two bands separate at the bottom, full lines coming down, lines in the torch up there, and this is what you'd call a full bands version. For the quarters, and this is just a really sweet quarter here, George Washington looking to the left. We see that it has the S here for San Francisco. The San Francisco Mint, they made 3.2 million, and there's a Proof 69 Deep Cameo of this worth $2,550. At Philadelphia, they made 109 million, and the most expensive Philly is a $4,000 mint state 67 with a P right here. And at Denver, with a D, they made 259 million, and the most expensive Denver is a mint state 68 worth about $5,500. They made the Kennedy half, and the Kennedy halves were used quite a bit in 1971. 1971 was the first year that they didn't have any silver in them. In 1964, when they came out, they were 90% silver. And from 1965 to 1970, they were 40% silver. And then in 1971 was the first completely clad Kennedy half dollar, copper center, copper nickel cladding on the front and the back of the coin, and we see just this beautiful eagle on the back of the coin here. At the Denver Mint, they made 302 million, and there's some that are worth $3,750. At the Philadelphia Mint, they made 155 million, and they were worth up to $2,500. And at the San Francisco Mint, for the proof coins, the auction record for a Proof 69 is $1,800, even though they go for a lot less than that right now. In 1971, they didn't include any Eisenhower dollars in the mint sets or the proof sets. You could, however, get an Eisenhower dollar from the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark, from the Denver Mint with the D mint mark, and from the San Francisco Mint. But the San Francisco Mint proof dollars were all in silver and were not included in the San Francisco Mint proof set. So it's kind of a weird year for the Eisenhower dollars in 1971. The Philadelphia Mint, they made $48 million. At a Mint State 65, the Phillies go for $140. At a Mint State 67, so if you could find this coin with the eagle landing on the moon at a Mint State 67 from Philly, $13,500. If you could find the Denver Mint coin, it goes from a Mint State 65 of $35 to a Mint State 67 plus landing on the moon of $10,000. And finally, for the silver versions, which I don't have one here, those all will have an S on them from the San Francisco Mint. They made $6.9 million. They're 40% silver, and they range from a $32 Mint State 65 to a $6,900 Mint State 68. But, and this is a huge but, they made some prototype silver ones for 1971. Not sure when they came out, probably in 1970. And they found a couple of them. They go from between $100,000 to $264,000 for the prototype silvers with an S-Mint on them that say 1971. And you can look on the PCGS website if you want to see what those prototype silver versions look like. Well, that's all we have today from Big D Coins. Let's get this whole collection back together. Please subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.